Hello, this is Meredith and welcome to Marvelous French, online French lessons for those who are learning French or who would like to learn French. So this is part 2 of our series on the pronunciation of French vowels. So in part 1 we went over the pronunciation of vowels, and now in part 2 we're going to focus on practicing pronouncing words based on what we went over in part 1. You can find a link to part 1 of the series in the description box below. So again, the vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Here's a quick refresher on their pronunciation. So we have A, which is A, as in la. I, which is E, as in le. And we have I with various accents. I with the accent aigu is pronounced E, as in fait. I with the accent grave is pronounced E, as in men. I with the accent circonflexe is also pronounced E, as in rêve. And I with the tréma is also pronounced E, as in Noël. We have I, which is I, as in lit. And we have a closed O, as in pou. And also an open O, as in bonne. And finally we have U, which is U, as in lu. So I'm going to show you one word at a time and give you time to sound the word out and try to say the word yourself. And then finally I'll say the word twice, leaving you time to repeat. So with that said, let's take a look at our first word. So here's our first word. Go ahead and try and sound it out. Secrétaire. Secrétaire. So we have our I, which is a part of the syllable se. That's our mute I, pronounced E. Our second I has an accent aigu and is pronounced E. And the final I is silent. That gives us secrétaire. Répète. Répète. So we have an I with the accent aigu, that's pronounced E, and an I with an accent grave, which is pronounced E, and finally we have our silent mute I at the end, that gives us répète. Repos. Repos. So we have our mute I that comes at the end of our syllable re, and we have our O followed by a silent consonant, which is pronounced O, that gives us repos. Place. Place. So we have our A, which is pronounced A, and a silent mute I at the end. That gives us place. Now how about this one? Just a note, this word is a verb. Détester. Détester. So we have our I with the accent aigu, which is pronounced E. We have I followed by two consonants, which is pronounced E. And finally, because this is a verb, the ER at the end is pronounced E. So that gives us détester. Visage. Visage. So our I is pronounced I, the letter A is pronounced A, and the mute I at the end is silent, giving us visage. Stupide. Stupide. So the U is pronounced U, the I is pronounced I, and the E at the end is silent, giving us stupide. Espérez. Espérez. So we have I followed by two consonants, which is pronounced E. We have I with an accent aigu, which is pronounced E. and the combination EZ, which is also pronounced E. That gives us espérer. Chômage. Chômage. So we have O with our accent circumflexe, which is pronounced O, the letter A, which is pronounced A, and again our silent mute E at the end, giving us chômage. Fenêtre. Fenêtre. So we have our mute E at the end of the syllable fe. We have E with an accent circumflexe, which is pronounced E, and another mute E at the end of the word, which is silent, giving us fenêtre. Sottise. Sottise. So we have O, followed by a pronounced consonant sound, which makes it an open O, We have the letter I, which is pronounced E, and we have our mute E at the end of the word, which is silent, giving us sottise. Colère. Colère. So we have O, followed by a pronounced consonant. That makes it an open O, E with the accent grave, which is pronounced E, and then another mute E at the end of the word, which is silent, giving us colère. So how about this word? Please note that this word is a verb as well. Traverser. Traverser. So we have A, which is pronounced A. We have E, followed by two consonants, which is E. And then because this is a verb, the ER at the end is pronounced E. That gives us traverser. And once again we have a verb, now ending in ENT. Tu. Tu. So you have the U, which is pronounced U, and ENT when it comes at the end of the verb is silent, giving us tu. Maladie. Maladie. So we have A, which is pronounced A, another A, which again is pronounced A. We have the letter I, which is E, and then the silent mute E at the end, which gives us maladie. Rejette. Rejette. So we have our mute E that comes at the end of the syllable re, followed by an E, followed by a double T, two consonants. So that E is pronounced E. And then finally we have a mute E at the end of the word, which is silent, giving us rejette. Israël. Israël. So we have I, which is E, we have A, which is A, and E with the tréma, which is E. We put that together and we get Israël. Rose. Rose. So we have the combination O-S-E, which gives us our closed O, O. And the combination O-S-E together is pronounced Ose, so that gives us rose. So now here's the complete list of the words we just practiced. This time I'm going to just read each word twice, again giving you time to repeat. Secrétaire. Secrétaire. Répète. Répète. Repos. Repos. Place. Place. Détester. Détester. visage, visage, stupide, stupide, espérer, espérer, chômage, chômage, fenêtre, fenêtre, sottise, sottise, colère, colère, traverser, traverser, tu, tu, maladie, maladie, rejette, rejette, Israël, Israël, rose, rose. So that concludes our series on the pronunciation of French vowels. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Once again, this is Meredith with Marvelous French, and as usual, à la prochaine. See you next time.